doing? Welcome to At the Movies with Cody. In case you don't know, I'm Cody. And in this video, I'm going to review one of the greatest movies known to mankind. You guessed it, Aliens. Listen, if you haven't seen the movie Aliens, two questions. Why and what the hell have you been doing with yourself? Do me a favor, pause the video right now and watch the movie. Or finish my video and then watch the movie. No matter what, watch the movie and finish watching my video, okay? So I saw this movie when I was like, I think 6 or 7 years old. And I know what you're thinking. This is definitely not the kind of movie that a 6-year-old should watch. But I did. I think I've seen like every single horror classic before I reached the age of 10. So yeah. Okay. So let me give you the breakdown. Aliens was released in 1986. It was directed by James Cameron and it stars Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. It takes place 57 years after the original Alien. Ellen Ripley has been in cryosleep for 57 years. She gets rescued by a salvage team, and now she's back in society, and now she's being questioned by her previous employers, the Weyland-Yutani Industries Corporation, and she's telling them everything that happened on LV-426. For those who don't know, LV-426 was the name of the planet she was on in the original Alien. She starts telling how the thing came out of the guy's chest and it grew up to be a giant alien with a long head and acid for blood. And they're looking at her and they think she is full of shit. Okay, they think she's a goddamn crazy lady because who's going to believe a story like that? And right now on LV-426, there's already a bunch of colonists and they're not reporting seeing any aliens with long head with acid for blood. Everything seems to be hunky-dory over there. But wait a minute, oh no, they lost contact with the colonists. They're not picking up the phone anymore. What happened? So, they send in a bunch of Marines to see what the hell is going on, and Ellen Ripley tags along as a so-called advisor, I would say, and that's pretty much it. That's the movie. You got a bunch of Marines battling a bunch of aliens. Like, what's not to like about it? You got the Marines, you got their fancy high-tech guns and the grenades, and you got the aliens, they got that long snapping tongue that comes out of their mouths, and they got the acid for the blood. And every time you shoot them, the acid gets on them and it burns. So that's a pain in the ass. The Marines start slowly dying one by one. And what's so unique about this movie, it's nowhere near the same movie as the original Alien was. Not because Alien was one alien and Aliens is a bunch of aliens. It's completely different genres. The original Alien was a sci-fi suspense horror. Aliens is a straight up sci-fi action. Complete genre jump. And that's a risky thing to do because Alien was such a freaking classic. And when you decide to do a sequel and make it really nothing like the original when it comes to horror, you know, that's very risky because you might destroy everything that was so great about the original. But Aliens was freaking awesome because James Cameron is a genius. And not only that, Sigourney Weaver playing Ellen Ripley was so badass in this film. You want to think strong female leads, you think of Ellen Ripley and Aliens. My God, so badass. There's not a bigger badass than Ellen Ripley. Let me tell you. I know I'm saying badass a lot, but that's the only way to describe her character in this movie. As the Marines are slowly dying one by one, she starts taking charge. She's making the plans. She's calling the shots. She's giving the orders. She's trying to get these Marines out of here alive. And she was so compelling, she was actually nominated for an Oscar for this. Like, this is not the kind of movie they give out Oscar nominations for Best Actor or Best Actress. Sci-fi action, no, they don't do it. But they had to give her the nomination because she was so freaking awesome in this movie. But she didn't win it, though. She lost it out to Marlee Matlin for Children of Lesser God or something. Bastards. Anyway, so not only that, they actually dug a lot more into the character of Ripley. You find out early in the film that she had a daughter, but as Ripley was in cryosleep, she died, and it's sad because she never got to be a mother to her. And in the movie, they find this one and only survivor, a little 10-year-old girl named Newt. And throughout the course of the movie, they develop this mother and daughter bond, and they're both looking out for each other. It's sweet. It's kind of like Newt. She has a new mom, and Ripley, she's got a new daughter. And let me just say, just because this movie was full-blown action, it did have a few creepy moments. For example, there's this one scene where Ellen and Newt wake in this room, and they're locked in there, and this face hugger is crawling around. And let me tell you something. I'm more frightened of a face hugger than I am of a xenomorph. When I look at a face hugger, I just think like tarantula, spider, like a roach, just a creepy crawling pest. Like, ugh. If a full-grown lion or tiger is charging at me, I will stay and I will fight it to my last dying breath. But if a roach or a spider is coming my way, I'm out. I'm bolting. I don't do spiders or roaches or anything like that. That's just me. But anyway, what was I talking about? No way you can talk about the movie Aliens without talking about Bill Paxton. My God. Greatest comic relief character in the history of sci-fi movies. He plays Private Hudson, and he's one of the Marines. And oh my, every single line he has is just gold. Freaking hilarious from start to finish. You know, in the beginning of the movie, he's like a jokester and he acts like a badass, and he's always goofing around. But when the shit finally hits the fan, he turns into the biggest pussy imaginable. He's such a panic freak, and it's hilarious. I think I memorized every single line he had in this movie. Game over, man. Game over. Why don't you put her in charge? How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit? The greatest thing about Aliens, you're finally introduced to the queen, the egg layer. You always wonder, what the hell is laying these eggs? Where are these things coming from? Well, this movie answers that question. Let me tell you something. She's a huge bitch. She is a big mama. She is badass as well. And it leads to one of the most legendary finales in movies. You got that epic showdown between Ellen Ripley and the Queen. Ellen goes in this big yellow luggage loader, and they're just throwing punch for punch, and she is kicking the Queen's ass. Just when you think this movie can't get any more awesome, you see that scene, and like, it just got a hell of a lot more awesome. That's why this movie is one of the greatest sequels ever made. Not just one of the greatest sequels ever made, one of the greatest movies ever made. I give it 5 out of 5 stars because it was that damn good. And please watch it because it's a masterpiece. I'll see you around. Congratulations if you're still watching, because now it's time to have some fun. Aliens fun fact number 1. Did you know Aliens was never shown to test audiences because the editing was still not finished before the theatrical release? Fun fact number 2. Did you know the alien screams used in the movie are actually baboon shrieks that was altered in post? And fun fact number 3, did you know the scene where Ripley finds the alien nest is the same exact set used in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman? The set was actually a power station called Anton Lane. In Batman, it was called Access Chemicals. The scene when Jack falls into the tub of acid and eventually turns into the Joker. Thank you for watching. That's all the time I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, why don't you help a man out and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you later.